Hello, young scientists and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into the world of science. Ayan, na-miss ko kayo, no? Mag-review tayo for the term exam. Ulitin ko, no? I'm here to give you a short review for that upcoming examinations. Term 1 exam. Okay, sa mga grade 10 dyan, shout out sa inyo and to all the teachers out there. So I'm Sir Joven Matoriano. You can call me Sir Joven. So today, we will proceed to Science 10 Term 1 Part 1 exam. This consists of 25 questions. I-upload ko na lang sa susunod yung karugtong nito. Meron pa siyang Part 2. Let's start our review for Science 10 Term 1. For our content standards, hindi ko nababasahin to. It's very so many, no? Ayan, ito yung sinakop ng ating term 1. Umikot tayo sa chemistry, 'di ba? Sa ibang chemical reactions, so on and so forth. And we end up with week 10 and 11. Nababanggit na yung homeostasis and evolution as little parts ng second term sa biology. Okay? Let's have our first number or first question. Which situation is an example of a chemical change? Letter A, cutting paper into pieces. B, boiling water. C, ice changing into liquid. D, iron developing rust. Ano daw yung example ng chemical change? Kapag chemical change, merong new materials or new substance na nabubuo. So pag ginupit mo ba yung papel, may nabubuo bang bagong material? Okay, so hindi pwede yung letter A. Boiling water. Letter C. Okay. Ang sagot ay letter D. Iron developing rust. Nangalawang yung bakal. Rust formation creates a new substance, iron oxide, or known as rust. This means a chemical change has occurred. At saka bukod doon, no, bukod sa mayroong nabubuong material na bago, hindi na rin pwedeng ibalik pa sa dating anyo yung bakal. Irreversible yung reaction. Take note ha, may bago na buo, new substance formed, and irreversible yung process. That's chemical change. Number 2. Ayun, sinabi ko na kanina. Chemical change in matter, entirely new substance with all new properties, cannot change it back. Heat is required for the reaction, of course, and sometimes it gives off odor and changes in color. Number 2, which substance can produce hydroxide ions or OH negative when dissolved in water? A, carbon dioxide. B, sodium hydroxide. C, lemon juice. D, vinegar. Hydroxide ions. Obviously, the answer is letter B. Kasi nga, nabanggit na yung hydroxide. And ang hydroxide o sodium hydroxide ay isang uri ng base. It's a base that dissociates in water and provides hydroxide ions. With the presence of hydroxide ions, we can determine that the substance is a base. Ayan. Malalaman pa natin yung iba pang mga characteristics ng isang base. The base substances that produce hydroxide ions, OH negative, when dissolved in water. And it includes bitter taste, slippery feel, and ability to turn red litmus paper into blue. Ayan, yun nasa picture. Here are the examples of base, soap, ayan, yung mga cleaning products, natatapang na ammonia, and baking soda, our favorite, sodium bicarbonate. These are the chemical terms or chemical names of these compounds. Number 3, what is the main purpose of writing a chemical equation? Di ba yung chemical equation, mayroong symbols, may react symbols, mayroong arrow, ganun. To determine the temperature of a substance. B, to describe the speed of an object. C, to show a chemical reaction using symbols and formulas. D, to describe only physical changes. Napaka-selfish yung letter D. Physical changes lang daw. Di ba nga chemical equation ang pinag-uusapan natin dito? So, Impossible to choose letter D, right? Okay, the correct answer is letter C. Hindi porke mahaba yung choice o yung letter, yun yung sagot. No? We have to read the question and the choices. So the answer is letter C. To show a chemical reaction using symbols and formulas. Chemical equations provide a symbolic representation of the substances involved in a chemical reaction. Okay. Number 4. Which reaction happens when several reactants join together to produce only one product? Meron daw mga several reactants na nagsama-sama para mabuo yung isang product. A. Double replacement. B. Decomposition. C. Combination. Letter D. Single replacement. Tandaan nyo, join together is the root word, the clue. The correct answer is letter C, combination. Okay, a combination reaction has a general form of A plus B will yield to AB, where two or more substances form one product. Okay, number 5. What happens to atoms during a chemical reaction? Di ba yung atoms, these are the smallest units of matter. And letter A, they disappear completely. B, they are rearranged into new combinations. C, they are destroyed. Letter D, new atoms are created. Di ba sabi sa it's neither created nor destroyed, di ba? Hindi na pwede letter D. The correct answer here is letter B. They are rearranged into new combination. Nandun pa rin siya. They are still existing, but the atoms are just rearranged. The atoms themselves are neither created nor destroyed. Question 6. Which substance is commonly recognized as an acid used in laboratories and industries? A. Calcium carbonate. B. Sodium chloride. C. Hydrochloric acid. D. Sodium hydroxide. Yung letter D is a base. Di ba? Yung hydroxide, presence nun, base yon. Okay, how about the others? Okay. So is it safe to choose letter C, hydrochloric acid? I think yes. So the answer is letter C. Hydrochloric acid, or HCl, is a strong acid widely used in laboratories and various industrial processes. Meron din sa katawan nitong HCl na to. Yung ating gastric juices is also a natural hydrochloric acid. Acids are substances that produce hydrogen ions, or H+, when dissolved in water. Characteristics include a sour taste and the ability to turn blue litmus paper into red. Ayan, as shown in the picture. So here are the examples of acids: lemon juice or citric acid, gastric juice, and yung hydrochloric acid, and our friendly acetic acid, the vinegar, yung ginagamit sa bahay for cooking. Number 7. What type of reaction occurs when a compound breaks apart into simpler substances? A. Decomposition. B. Combination. C. Neutralization. D. Combustion. Ulitin natin yung tanong. Anong klaseng reaction daw yung compound ay nagbe-break apart, di ba, naghihiwalay sila para mas sumimple into simpler substances? Ano ba yung pinakamalapit o yung synonymous word na pwede natin gamitin para sa word na break apart? So yung combination, kasalungat nun, no? Opposite, totally opposite. So it's not the answer that we're looking for. The correct answer is letter A, decomposition. It's a type of reaction involving one compound breaking down into two or more simpler substances. Ito siya. So yung A, B na merong bond, magkadugtong sila. Tapos to produce A and B, naghiwalay. So it's a single reactant breaks down into simpler ones. And this is the reverse of a combination reaction. Okay? Kabaliktaran siya nung combination or synthesis reaction, the decomposition reaction. Sometimes, they use the word breaks apart, breaks down, and decomposes, ganun. Okay, number 8. Why does crushing a solid reactant into smaller pieces often make a reaction happen faster? Bakit daw mas mabilis mag-react kapag durog yung isang bagay? Letter A, it lowers the temperature. B, it decreases the number of reactants. C, it increases the available surface area. D, it prevents particles from colliding. Okay, the correct answer is letter C. It increases the available surface area. Tama. Smaller particles expose more surface area, allowing more frequent collisions between reacting particles. So, pag durog yung isang bagay, mas madali siyang nagkakaroon ng interaction sa iba pang mga particles. So, that's the simple answer or explanation behind. Number 9. Which is an example of a salt solution commonly used in healthcare? Letter A, saline solution. B, sugar solution. C, distilled water. Letter D, alcohol solution. Diba? Sa atin, ang salt, asin. So, usually, ang asin ay maalat. Okay, the correct answer here is distilled water, tubig lang naman daw yun. Sugar solution, matamis. Okay, the answer is letter A, saline. Kasi pag sinabing saline, it contains sodium chloride or asin. Okay, let's proceed to number 10. What happens to the total mass of substances during a chemical reaction? Ano nangyayari dun sa bigat ng substance kapag nagkakaroon ng chemical reaction? Bumibigat ba? Gumagaan ba? Okay, tingnan natin yung choices. A, it remains the same. Pareho lang daw. B, it is always reduced. Nababawasan. C, it disappears. Nawawala. Or letter D, it is created. Meron daw nabubuo o nalilikang bago. Diba? Letter A ang sagot. It remains the same. Pareho lang. So, kahit timbangin mo siya, walang makakaalis o hindi magbabago yung mass ng substance after nila mag-react sa isa't isa. That explains the law of conservation of mass. It states that matter is not created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. Hindi nagbabago yung mass. In a controlled system ito. Hindi talaga siya magbabago. Kasi nag-rearrange lang yung mga particles into a new substance, forming a new substance. Okay? Very good. Number 11. Which change to red litmus paper indicates that a substance is basic? Pag sinabing basic, base. Parang ano siya, adjective siya or dinidescribe niya ang isang bagay na base. Basic. Halimbawa, sa acid, acidic. Dinidescribe ng isang bagay, yung bagay na yun na merong acid o may tinataglay na acid. Acidic. Ito kasi basic. So, may base. So, letter A, it becomes green. B, it turns blue. C, it becomes yellow. D, it remains red. Kulay red yung litmus paper. So, para malaman na ito ay base, ang magiging kulay niya ay magiging tama. Letter B, magiging blue siya. Bases turn red litmus paper blue, while acids turn blue litmus paper red. Baliktad. Kapag acid, yung kulay blue na litmus paper magiging red. Kapag base, yung red na litmus paper ay magiging blue. Pag sinausaw mo siya dun sa substance. Okay? Number 12. What is exchange? Ano daw yung nagpapalitan between reactants in a double replacement reaction? Double. So, naisip ko, dalawa to. Letter A, temperatures. B, electrons only. C, ions. D, energy sources. Nagpapalit sila ng ano? The answer is letter C, ions. Ano ba yung ions? Ang ions ay mga charged particles. So, in a double replacement reaction, two compounds exchange ions to form new compounds. Nagpapalit ng mga partners, yung mga cations, yung mga anions, pero nandun pa rin sila doon sa reaction. Okay? Kagaya nito, bawa A and B reacts with CD. Tapos, nung nag-react sila sa isa't isa, nagpalit sila ng partners. Yung A, na partner niya si B, naging D. Si C, dati yung partner niya si D, na naging B na. Nagpalit lang sila. But still, they are in the reaction pa rin. Number 13. What do chemical symbols and formulas in an equation represent? A. Elements and compounds. B. Colors of materials. C. Only physical states. Letter D. Different types of energy. What do chemical symbols and formulas in an equation represent? Okay, the correct answer is letter A. Siyempre, yung symbol. Symbol ng ano? Ng elements. O pag maraming elements, anong tawag? Compounds. Pag sabi kasi compounds, 2 or more elements. Okay? Symbols represents elements, while chemical formulas represent compounds or substances made from elements. Pag element, one atom lang. Pag compounds, more than one. So, 2 or 3, etc. Halimbawa, ito, yung hydrogen gas. Di ba? Pag hydrogen, H, may 2 na subscript sa baba. So, dalawa. We have 2 moles of hydrogen gases. So, magiging 4. Then, oxygen, O2, it means dalawang oxygen atoms, diatomic, to produce water. Ayan. Pero may nakalagay na tudol sa unahan ng H2, it means merong dalawang molecules ng water. At para mabuo ito, kailangan ng dalawang oxygen gas at 4 na hydrogen gases. Alright? Let's have number 14. Which process requires the absorption of heat from the surroundings? Which process, okay, requires the absorption of heat? So, pag sinabi absorb, hinihigop niya yung init mula saan? Sa paligid, sa surroundings. A. Burning wood. B. Melting ice. C. Combustion. Or D. Freezing water. So, pag nag-absorb ba ng heat ang isang bagay, ano nangyayari sa bagay? Lumalamig ba o umiinit? Okay? The correct answer is letter B. Melting ice. Kapag nag-absorb ng heat ang isang bagay, lumalamig siya. Melting is an endothermic process because the solid absorbs heat to change into liquid. Okay? So, ano kabaliktaran ng endothermic process? Exothermic. Kapag exothermic naman, nagre-release ng heat. So, paano malalaman kung exothermic yung process? Titignan nyo yung substance. Di ba? Nung nagkaroon ng chemical reaction, uminit ba siya? So, kung uminit, naglabas siya ng heat, nag-release siya ng heat, exothermic yun. Ito kasi, nag-absorb siya. So, lumamig. Okay? So, endothermic naman. Yung kabaliktaran. Number 15. What is one common product? So, anong bagay? When an acid reacts with a metal. Ano raw yung mabubuo kapag yung acid daw ay nag-react sa isang bakal o metal? A. Nitrogen. B. Oxygen. C. Hydrogen gas. And letter D. Carbon dioxide. Ano yung mabubuong product kapag yung acid ay nag-react sa isang metal? Okay? Ang sagot dito ay letter C. Hydrogen gas. Many acid-metal reactions produce a salt and hydrogen gas. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang hydrogen gas ang product ng acid-to-metal reaction. Meron din nabubuong salt. Okay, pag sabing salt, isa itong compound na merong metallic compound or ionic compound na mayroong metal at non-metal na combination. Halimbawa, ito, yung H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, which reacts to iron or Fe to produce iron sulfate and hydrogen gas. Okay? So, it's an example of a single replacement reaction. Whereas yung Fe o yung iron ay pumartner dun sa SO4, which is sulfate. Tapos, yung H ay na-disregard or na-kick out dun sa bond. Siya yung naging left out dun sa reaction. Okay? Number Meron pa pala. Example niya yung acid rain. Acid rain contains dilute acids that corrode metal. Sinisira niya yung mga bridges, roofs, railings, and vehicles. In soil and water, dissolved metals can become toxic to plants and aquatic organisms. Question number 16. Which statement correctly describes homeostasis? Ayan. Letter A. The body continuously becomes unstable. B. The body maintains relatively stable internal conditions. C. The body stops changing completely. Or D. The body focuses only on growth. Di ba? Pag sabi homeostasis, internal balance. Ginagawa ng katawan, kinokontrol niya yung body systems. Yung mga abnormalities, ini-stabilize niya. So, the correct answer is letter B. The body maintains relatively stable internal conditions. So, bakit kailangan ng homeostasis sa katawan? Homeostasis allows organisms to keep internal conditions sa loob within suitable limits despite changes in the environment. Ayan, merong mga indicators ng homeostasis. Ito yung mga halimbawa. First one is blood temperature. Next one is the blood glucose level. And letter C is blood pressure. Ayan, yung mga examples. 17. Which factor can influence how quickly a chemical reaction occurs, particularly for gases? A. Color. B. Brand name. C. Pressure. Or D. Shape of the container alone. O alone, sabihin parang yun lang yung sagot. Diba? Parang hindi magandang kunin yung letter D kahit na mahaba yung sagot natin dyan. Color. So, kapag nagbago yung kulay, di ba? Okay, the correct answer is letter C. Kasi pressure Pag pressure, tumutulak siya ng mga particles. Why? Increasing gas pressure pushes particles closer together. Di ba? Nagbabanggaan yung mga particles. Number 18. Which process involves the release of heat energy? Ito, napag-usapan ko kanina to, no? Alam yung sagot dito. Pag-release, naglabas ng heat. Tandaan nyo, kayo nang sumagot. Letter B, exothermic reaction. Exothermic reactions release heat into the surroundings. Okay? Pag nag-release, exo. Pag nag-absorb, endo naman. Ito yung exothermic reaction. Kasi pag sabi yung exo, it means outside, and thermic means heat. Ibig sabihin, it is a type of reaction that releases energy from the system, do sa bagay na yon, to the surroundings, do sa palibot o sa area o sa paligid. While endothermic reaction, endo means inside, and thermic means heat. So, inside heat, meaning it's a type of reaction that absorbs energy from the system, from the surroundings into the system. Pag lumamig, endo. Bakit? Inabsorb yung energy. Kapag uminit yung bagay dahil sa chemical reaction, isa itong exothermic reaction kasi naglabas ng init. Okay? Number 19. Which situation provides evidence that a substance or a new substance may have formed? Letter A, a substance is cut. Letter B, salt dissolves in water. C, gas bubbles are produced during a reaction. D, ice melts. Yan, merong bagong na buong bagay. Letter C, gas bubbles are produced during a reaction. So, yung gas formation can be an evidence of a chemical reaction, especially when a gas is produced as a new substance. Halimbawa, yung baking soda, tapos yung vinegar, nag-mix together to form carbon dioxide, sodium acetate, di ba? And water. Yung carbon dioxide then will escape from the container kasi ang CO2 ay gas. Okay, and that gas is a new substance from the reaction. Okay, these are also the 5 indicators of chemical reactions. Itong sa saging, di ba, yung kulay green na naging dilaw, it's a color change. May nangyari dyan na chemical reaction sa saging o sa bananas. Itong pangalawa, ayan, odor change. Nag-iba ng amoy, naglabas siya ng pungent smell. Letter C, temperature change. This is the third one. Pwedeng nagkaroon ng exothermic or endothermic process or reaction. Okay, next is gas formation, pagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, and precipitate formation. Pag pinaghalo mo yung dalawang bagay, may mabubuong bagong bagay. Bawa, dalawang colorless na liquid, biglang may lumabas na yellow, di ba? Hindi naman yun naturally occurring dun sa reactants. So, bigla na lang siyang lumabas out of nowhere. Number 20. What is the difference between a word equation and a symbolic equation? O, di ba? Word. Pag sabing word, salita. Yung talagang mga names na ginamit. Pag symbols, symbols ang elements, yung plus sign, yung arrow, di ba? So, letter A, a word uses names. A word equation uses names of substances. Pwede. B, a word equation uses only numbers. Mali na yon, no? Letter C, a symbolic equation contains no formulas. Mali. Kasi may formula nga dapat, di ba? Kasi nga, symbolic. Letter D, a word equation shows only products. Products lang. Asa yung reactant? Paano siya maging equation? Incomplete, right? The best answer is letter A. A word equation uses names of substances. Remember that words or word equations identify substances by name, while symbolic equations use chemical symbols and formulas. Halimbawa, magnesium and oxygen gas form magnesium oxide. So remember, magnesium is Mg, oxygen is O. Diba? Pag sinabing gas, hindi lang siya isang atom. So we use 2, the subscript 2 for oxygen gas. So Mg reacts or plus O2 will yield to the arrow going right, MgO. So pag binasa mo ang MgO, magnesium oxide. That is the chemical equation. Okay? Ito pa pala. 2, hindi pala siya balance. So, dalawang Mg of magnesium. So, we can put here 2 also para mag-balance siya. Number 21. Which reaction involves one element taking the place of another element in a compound? A, combination. B, single replacement. C, decomposition. Letter D, double replacement. Okay, yung isang element ay pinalitan yung pwesto ng isa pang element sa isang compound. Kinik out niya yung dating mag-partner. Siya naman yung pumalit. So, it's A, letter B. It's a single replacement reaction. We're correct, no? Galing nyo. In a single replacement reaction, one element replaces another element in a compound. Ayan. So, yung A plus B and C. Si B at C mag-partner. Siguro, mas reactive yung letter A, kaya kinik out niya yung letter B para siya naman yung pumalit doon sa bond. So, when one element replaces another element in a compound, the more active element takes the place of less active element in a compound. So, pareho naman silang metals, for example, pero kung sino yung mas reactive, siya yung pumapalit doon sa pwesto para doon siya mag-bond doon sa negative charge or doon sa isa pang compound or element to form a compound. Number 22, what is the main objective when balancing a chemical equation? Ito, binabalance natin yung mga chemical equations natin. A, to make the reaction happen faster. Letter B, to remove the reactant. C, to make the number of atoms of each element equal on both sides. D, to change the products. Anong sagot dito? Kaya nga balance, kailangan pareho yung both sides. Letter C is the correct answer. Balancing ensures that the equation follows the law of conservation of mass. Ibig sabihin, atoms or the particles cannot be created or destroyed. They are just rearranged to form new substances. They are still in the reaction. Okay? Number 23. Meron pala tayong... Okay, sige. Sagot natin to. So, here are the reactants and products. The title of the activity is picture reaction. This is one of my activities for my students. So, we have sodium and chlorine, number 1, to form sodium chloride. Ayan. Alin dyan yung sodium chloride dito sa may right side? Is it the A, B, or C? Ayan. Asin, di ba? Sodium chloride. So, it should be letter C. Ayun. Alam nyo na kung ang sagutan, di ba? Ang galing. Slides lang yan. Okay, number 2 tayo. Copper, Cu, plus, ano yung AgNO3? Paano binabasa yan? That's silver and then nitrate. Correct. Silver nitrate. To form copper nitrate and silver. Asan siya dyan sa pictures? A or B na lang yung choices. Alright, that's letter A. Ayan. Ito yung itsura ng silver, no, kapag hindi pa siya nahihinang. Okay, and the remaining one is sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid to produce sodium chloride, asin, and water na tubig. Ayan. Alright. There you go. Very good. So, sa ating number 1, it's a combination reaction. Bakit? Kasi diba yung sodium, nag-combine siya kay chlorine to form sodium chloride. Tapos yung number 2, it's a single replacement reaction. Si copper, pinalitan niya si silver kasi si copper ay mas reactive compared kay silver. Kaya nabuo ang copper nitrate, kicking out the silver from the bond. Sa tingin nyo, ano yung number 3? Anong klaseng reaction siya? Okay. It's a double replacement. Correct. Pero, the best answer here is it's an acid-base reaction. Kasi ang sodium hydroxide is a base. Tandaan nyo, pag base, may OH. Tapos kapag HCl, hydrochloric acid, nababanggit na yung word. So, pag nagsama sila, ano yung magiging product? It could be 2. Pwedeng magkaroon sila ng salt and water as their products. Okay? So, NaCl is balanced, di ba? We have 1 atom of sodium and chlorine, both sides. Okay? How about number 2? Is this balanced already? Parang hindi, no? So, let's balance this one. So, lagyan natin ng 2 dito sa may AgNO3 para makapaglagay rin tayo ng 2 doon sa Ag sa may right side. Bilangin natin. Dalawa ang silver both sides. Isang copper, and we got NO3. Ayan. So, para maging balance na siya. And, number 3. Balance ba to? Okay, we'll see. Alright. It's already balanced. Saan nakuha niyo yung concept and yung law of conservation of mass na kailangan binabalance siya? Number 23. What is the primary energy-related feature of combustion? Pag sinabing combustion, anong nangyayari sa reaction? Letter A, it releases heat and often light. It absorbs all surrounding energy. C, it produces oxygen. Letter D, it prevents chemical reactions. Alam niyo yung letter A at saka letter C, tama yan eh. Pero kasi ang tinatanong, primary, ano yung pinakamagandang sagot dyan? Okay? Combustion. The correct answer is letter A. Kasi pag sabi ng combustion, nagliliyab. Diba? Ano bang itsura ng isang bagay pag lumiliyab? Ano yung nailalabas niya? Diba meron siyang heat, uminit siya, at minsan, umaapoy o nagkakaroon ng light. Alright? Also, combustion is a generally an exothermic reaction where meaning it releases energy as heat and often light. Minsan may light. And combustion is when a substance reacts rapidly with oxygen, releasing energy as heat and light. So may fuel, nagkaroon siya ng contact or reaction sa oxygen to produce CO2, H2O, and energy. And ginagamit siya sa cooking, transportation, energy generation, electricity generation, and other industrial processes. The bad effects of combustion, kapag ginamit na natin siya sa pagsusunog ng fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide, na nakakapag-contribute sa pagkapal ng ating greenhouse gas, na nagdudulot ng global warming. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, these cause air pollution and acid rain. Ayun. Galing sa mga sasakyan naman at iba pang industries. Number 24, which is an example of a negative feedback. Letter A, blood clotting. B, sweating when body temperature rises. C, increasing contractions during childbirth. Letter D, increasing muscle size. Okay, negative feedback. Ano, may idea ba kayo sa negative feedback? Sige, ako muna dito ha. Ang sagot ito ay letter B. Sweating when body temperature rises. Sweating helps lower body temperature back toward its normal range, counteracting the original the original change. So, kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng pag umiinit yung katawan, nag-ano tayo, nagpapawis yung ating katawan. So, yung pawis ay dulot ng pag-init na katawan. Parang kinokontra niya yung init. Binabalik niya sa normal yung temperature. So, that is a negative feedback. Okay? Binabalik niya sa original state yung katawan. Okay? So, ano pinagkaiba ng positive sa negative feedback? Kapag negative, it's a process that reverses the change and brings the body back to normal. Kapag positive feedback naman, a process that increases or strengthens a change in the body. Ulitin ko, pag positive, meron kang papataasin, meron kang papalakasin sa katawan mo. May magbabago. Ganon. Pag negative feedback, ibabalik niya sa dati yung state o yung normal body condition mo. Ibabalik niya. Parang nagbabawas ka eh. So, from positive, negative, ganon. Alright? So, what are the effects of this feedback in the body? These feedbacks. Kapag negative, it helps maintain stability. Kapag positive feedback, it continues until a specific event is completed. Hanggat hindi tapos yung activity sa katawan, hindi siya titigil. Halimbawa, sa hormones, hindi titigil yung katawan mo sa pag-release ng hormones up to the point na hindi na kumbaga na-reach na niya na yung task niya, nagawa niya na yung kailangan gawin. Okay? Last question na tayo, everybody. What does the theory of natural selection propose? Ano ba yung natural selection? Di ba yung survival of the fittest kay Charles Darwin, ganyan. Letter A, organisms never change. B, every organism has the same traits. C, organisms with advantageous traits are more likely to survive and reproduce. Uy, ang ganda ng letter C ah. Okay? Only letter D, only the largest organisms survive. So, pag malalaki, sila lang yung maiiwan. Hindi ganun, di ba? Okay, obviously, the answer here is letter C. Organisms with advantageous traits are more likely to survive and reproduce. Kasi ang natural selection, pinipavor niya lang yung mga organisms na may inherited traits na nag-adapt doon. The most adapted traits will survive and reproduce their own kind. Okay, kung fit sila sa environment, they will stay or they will survive and they can reproduce. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pakikinig at sa panonood ng ating It Was in the World of Science review. This is Science 10 Part 1. So, abangan nyo po yung Part 2 ko That's 26 to 50 naman. Para tayong nag-e-exam na rin, no? Pero pinapaliwanag ko sa inyo yung mga choices, kung bakit hindi yun yung sagot, bakit yun yung sagot, how do we think critically, and ano yung mga styles or techniques na kailangan natin gamitin. Kung halimbawa medyo hindi tayo confident sa pagsagot. Okay? Mas lamang yung may review, guys. Mahirap kasi yung nanguhula tayo. Tama? See you next time, everybody. See you next time into the world of science. Bye-bye.